the Xavier High School community mourned the loss of one of its students. We ask a moment of silence, please, in memory of Marshall Kearney. Ladies and gentlemen, the Xavier High School Band and our national anthem.
He's gonna stop once again.
You just touch the cough button.
Your attention, please.
Don't we have a cough button?
For your information,
An easy ball.
All right, welcome everybody to Daniel Hand Tiger Football 2006. This is Frank Tordoff for the first opening game of the year this season and campaign. Josh Matty will be doing our color today. We have Steve Fuse, the inimitable professor, and John Woods on camera. I'd like to welcome everybody to this night, the beautiful balmy night in summer night in Palmer Field. However, I would like to do that, but I can't. Reason is it's monsoonal out there right now. And you know something, Josh? I think after doing these games for almost 20 years, every year, this has got to be the second worst night that I've ever been doing one of these games from a weather standpoint.
Yeah, it's pretty bad out here.
I think you were with us back a couple years ago at the state championship quarterfinal game at Hand when the temperature was about 10 degrees above zero and a brisk wind blowing off the sound, weren't you? Weren't you with us on that time?
Yeah, I think I was.
Absolutely, and that was awful because of the cold was so bad. It was as cold as we've ever had a game, but this is as wet as we've ever had it. I hope everybody knows how to swim down there on the field.
We'll kick off.
Hand will be kicking off to the Xavier Falcons. And we've got to bring up that both of these teams are state champions of last year. Xavier was the #1 team in the state and one of the top in the whole Northeast. They were the double L champs. Nicely taken down out there at about the 32-yard line. Is the receiver for the kick that time on our first.
Which was Joey Robichaud.
Joe Robichaud? Big Joe Robichaud on the tackle. Nice job by Big Joe.
First and 10 for Xavier from its 31.
I wonder if he's learned how to beat his sister to the refrigerator yet. I don't know. But anyway, everybody, yes, both teams defending champs from their division. Of course, Xavier is a double L team. Hand is playing up 3 levels from their M position. Uh-oh, breakaway.
Number 23 on the run.
Very, very slippery. Takedown. Ball's down. Ball was down.
Michael Conti on the tackle attempt.
All right.
Tackle was made by Conte.
Okay, nice job by Connie on that one, on the takedown. Running back was able to come right off. Very, very slippery out there. Hard to grab a hold of and broke through the center. Made a whale of a gain on the first play from scrimmage.
There's going to be a lot of fumbles tonight, I'm sure.
I would think there'd be an awful lot, yes. And also very hard to get a hold of the opposing player.
For Xavier at Hand's 43-yard line.
Please everybody be with us here, and just being the first game, we just received rosters today, and we'll be having to start from scratch. Nice takedown. Ball was fumbled. Hand recovers the fumble on a second play. Like you were prognosticating on that, Josh. Many fumbles. Hopefully that's the only time we'll see it is coming out of a black jersey and being recovered by a white one.
It's very understandable since it's so wet. So.
Oh, it is. It's, folks, I'm sure you can see it out there. The Coast Guard is getting ready to set buoys out.
Hand has a very young team this year.
Very, very young team this year. You're right, Josh. Graduated about 25 players from that championship squad last year that was so dominating in the league.
It should set them up to have a pretty good season next year.
Well, whoop, timeout is called right off the bat. So we'll take the time too.
Spat.
All right, everybody, getting ready to start. Bagnoli being the quarterback this year. Going to see a lot of different things than we've seen from Hand before. Mike is going to be an option type backer. Quite different than the last three quarterbacks we've had. Ball was down, picks it up. He's running with it. He does a nice job.
Oh, what a run.
Nice job down to the 40-yard line.
It's a good way to start off on offense.
Got about 20 yards on, 20 yards on that. Nice job. He picked the ball up. It was sort of a low snap. Did well with it, though. He looked over the field. Now, even though the bagman is quarterback this year, he's played a lot of running back in the past, so when he picks that ball up, he knows what to do with it.
A lot of his experience.
Josh Garretta just came off.
Joe Robichaud, wide receiver. Flag on the play.
I think that flag is going to be against Hand. The players didn't line up right, I think.
Taylor was the ball carrier. Tackle was made by Myers.
All right, we'll start to get up some numbers in for you here now. Going to do another disclaimer like we usually do the first couple of games, and that is we are reading off a list. Hopefully none of the young men have changed jerseys with other guys to commemorate their birthdays or something like that. And every year we end up with guys who swap jerseys, so please bear with us. If you notice something wrong, give us a buzz during the week so that we can get corrections made. You can reach Josh Maddie at 555-1212. Is that your cell phone number, Josh? No, I don't think so. That's the number they use in all the TV programs.
Please don't call that.
Pass.
Almost picked off.
Oh, wow.
Incomplete.
The bag man was rolling to his left out there, and he had they called the play to go to that side. There were two defenders over there, and just can't get a good grip on the ball trying to throw it that far, Josh. I don't think yet. You got to get used to that, of course. Jim Day comes out.
Second and 15.
Okay, over center this year we're having
Big George Gerard.
Big Georgie Gerard. The bag man calls out the names and numbers.
Possible offsides on the play.
Should be. I think you're right.
Probably on Xavier.
I would think so. George Gerard, we say the Big George, is 6 foot, 225-pound junior. That gets the 5 yards back from the misalignment Hand had.
Second and 10.
It's going to be a very interesting game tonight.
Yeah, there'll be a lot. First of all, first game of the year anyway, you have a lot of miscues, a lot of young players out there doing their varsity time for the first shot out here. That junior varsity, but it's a big difference playing junior varsity to varsity, and particularly when you may be a starter.
Lower those umbrellas, please.
Nothing doing right there. Again, right back to the line of scrimmage will be 3rd and 10.
Bagnoli with the ball carrier. Okay. 3rd down.
And Jimmy Mezzanotte comes out. Jimmy did some good work last year, getting more and more time all through the season. Brendan Healy on this side is a receiver, I think. Is that, unless I'm reading the number wrong, we'll come up with that. No, otherwise, going long.
Incomplete pass.
Incomplete way across the field, and there's, like I say, you almost need to put a motorboat engine on that ball going through the air out there.
Intended for Robichaud. Holly defended on the play.
Brendan Roberti, number 45, into the game.
Okay. Joe Robichaud almost needed his lacrosse stick to catch that ball.
Fourth down, 10 yards.
All right, Hand will be punting, trying to get Xavier pushed back.
Dupont is deep for Xavier.
Nice punt. Gonna take him deep.
Oh, fumble. Fumble. Recovered by Xavier.
Fumble on the punt is recovered by Xavier.
Oh boy, that put him right back. No, it was a very, very nice punt. Had a lot of hang time, particularly for high school. Hand got down there well on the coverage. Almost hit him too quickly, but there was no fair catch. You need to give him a halo out there, a little bit of room. At least have the opportunity to catch the ball. Nicely changing autumnal tree over there in the right-hand corner. Almost can't see it with the raindrops coming down. On defense now are the Tigers. Ryan Hansen's in there. He's the captain for the year with acting captains each game, depending on merit.
Nothing really on the play.
Maybe about 2 yards gain off of that. We had Mark Massini was in on that. Mark is 6 foot 205 this year. He's a junior. He had a great season as a sophomore. We talked a lot about Mark. Mark is what we call 2 M's. That's not to give a sponsorship recommendation to Kent Sprague and Company. He just has 2 M's in his name. Again, we will talk about them. Oh, sliding a couple, nicely taken down. Open field slide.
Big tackle by Joe Robichaud.
Big Joe Robichaud doing it on defense. Yeah, Kent Sprague, who normally, he'll be here next week. I won't be. Next week it'll be at balmy Strongfield, and I'm sure it'll probably be 70 degrees at game time. Kent, that's right. It starts 21st year for Kent Sprague doing the hand football games.
Matt Pambino out of the game.
Pambino? It might be enough for a first down there. It's going to be close. I don't know if the
helmet off on the play.
It is a Xavier first down.
Xavier first down.
Well, that was hard fought, but they got it. They just barely were able to move forward. Now, that's one of the cases, of course, Josh, where the offensive line knows what the snap count is, and they get a little bit of momentum started at first. And, of course, therefore, the defense has to react to that. So on a close call, usually the offense is going to have a little bit of a benefit. Boom. Nicely met.
Didn't get much on that play.
No, I don't know if they get back to the line of scrimmage, or just barely. I don't know if they'll even move the stick on that. All the tackling came in from the left-hand side.
No gain. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
All right, we're down at the 7-minute mark of this contest, first contest of the year. It's a tough one for the Tigers to come up against, but they're handling it pretty well right now. Corey Sequest in there, the defensive tackle. Nicely taken down.
And Hand's defense is looking pretty good.
I think that was Corey was in on part of that. Yes, he certainly was. Came right at him now. Now, Corey had a lot of time last year, certainly, and at 6'4", 225, he is he's a big hombre to have in there.
Third down, 10.
Well experienced with he and Massini in there. So they're going to do well. Matt Bino, Big Matt.
Number 79.
Yeah, 79. He's doing sort of a nose tackle routine, if you will. Hand is usually a 4-4, but they're showing more of the 3 out there. That's the way it looks, at least from here. Moving up, taken down. Ball was down, but I think it was down on contact, I think. Again, was that Scooter Lee?
Scotty Lee. Sort of like a 3-way tackle right there.
Huh?
It was sort of like a 3-way tackle right there.
Well, yeah, he was the lead man on it, though, right?
5 yards, fourth down, 5 yards at the 22-yard line.
So they're going to have to punt it. 4th down.
4th down, and they're going to punt. Now, let's see what happens right now, because the Tigers, if they can get a good field position, will help out.
Joey Robichaud in the backfield to receive the punt.
Punts up, so he's a good punt. Slicing to the left, going to go out. Good, doesn't even go out. Drops dead in the mud. At about the Xavier 49-yard line, 48, someplace in between there.
1st and 10 for Hand at Xavier's 48-yard line.
So Hand now has their second opportunity in offense. Again, the bag man getting out there to
1st and 10 for Hand.
Set everybody off.
49-yard line.
Gerard gets ready with the ball. He's got the ball in his hand, and he'll be hiking it back. Quickly.
Hands it off to Josh Garita.
Very quick for the fullback dive right then, and Josh Garita getting in on that.
Garita carried the ball. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Come on, Molten. All right. 2 receivers to the near side with an I formation back. Tight ends over here as well, of course. Nicely taken out.
He's going to run it.
Bagnoli. Depending on a spot, he might have the first down. We'll see. It's close. Garita coming in, making a nice block at the time. Gave him a couple extra yards.
Official time for a measurement.
They're going to measure it.
There they come. Bring out those sticks. Give us all a chance to get a little more wet. I love it. I really do, Steve. Professor Fust is over there making comments about the old man here, but I do love it. Not quite. We need a credit. Oh, he is giving it right there. Just enough.
To get a Daniel Hand first down.
Who blew on the ball? I blew on the ball. I blew on it to move it ahead a little bit. Yeah, but not like this, Steve. Yeah, Sheehan a few years ago, we got there and it was very cold and damp, but it wasn't raining yet. But then it came in one of those mists, like somebody was just blowing mist on you all night, and it was very cold and damp. But not monsoonal like this. I do know how to swim, though. Nicely done.
Josh Garita on the run.
Big Josh. That's my man, Josh.
Oh, wait, no, that's Dylan Taylor.
Oh, Taylor. All right. All right, we got to get these numbers right. We'll get them over time.
Taylor carried the ball.
That's Dylan Taylor. He packs a pretty good wallop at 5'3", 185 pounds. Of course, soaking wet, he's going to be a little bit heavier than that.
2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
So we have Garita and Taylor in the backfield. Bags ready to go. Hands goes left. That's Dylan. Goes forward, not quite. It's going to be 3rd and short, 2.5, I guess. Getting some pretty good movement off of the Hand offensive line down there. Mikey likes it. Orts is out there. Mikey had a lot of good experience last year. He's showing 6'1", 265 this year. If he's weighing in at 265,
third down, 2 yards.
Josh Garita back
at
in the
the
game.
31.
He was eating pretty well all summer, I'd say. Mezzanotti's in there. He's looking good at the tight end position.
Hands it off to Garita.
Whoa, nothing. Oh, man. Somehow or other, that must have been telegraphed to the Xavier Falcon team, because they get a real good start and came across very, very quickly. Excuse me, folks.
So it's fourth down.
Fourth down, Hand got a nice first down out of it, but can't quite get themselves to that second
They're going to
one.
go for it.
They are going for it, you're right. Now they're on the 34-yard line, so they wouldn't gain a whole lot by a punt. Maybe they can break something free here. From the gun. He's got it. He's going to try running it. He's got to go a ways. Nothing. Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe.
Was the ball carrier. Tackle was made by Rush. Xavier takes over on down.
All right, folks. Well, we're having a little give and go here all the way. First play, well, the first part of the scrimmage, first plays from scrimmage, Xavier had a couple of good breakaway runs, but then they fumbled and turned it over to Hand. So maybe most of the offense, so Hand's had a couple of first downs each series, but have been stuttered after that. Okay.
Didn't really get much on that play.
Not much. It was an off left tackle, right tackle play, and Hand was up to it very well.
Was the ball carrier. Tackle was
Come
made
up with
by
some more
Lee.
numbers in there for you. And say Jared Johnson. He's doing some of the linebacking chores, a corner chore actually. No, linebacker, that's right. Bagnoli's, no, not Bagnoli, yeah.
End of the yard,
Eric
second
Curtis
and
is
9
in on a
35.
corner.
The rain is really starting to come down here.
I didn't know it can come down any more than it did. Fire trucks, they had to put out the fire without even needing the fire trucks. All right, here it goes.
Fake handoff.
Oh, he dropped
drops
the
it.
ball. He, quarterback for Xavier, roll back, got ready to pass the ball and it slipped right out of the back of his hand.
The rain was helping Hand on that play.
It was what you call a helping hand, huh? Hey. I've been waiting for years to say that.
Loss of 8 yards.
15th? Yeah. Maybe 16th, I guess. 16th. Depends on how you rate a senior citizen. I am one. You actually can join AARP at 50, Steve. You're getting close. That's like I said.
Hand off to the running back.
Running back's got a little bit of room, and he makes it boom, and he's hit.
Into the mud.
He gets the first down out of it, but he's hit very, very well out there.
They're going to have to do some laundry after the game.
Oh, you bet. Vinny Crisco Kid's younger brother. Vinny C. doing a good job. Seacrest trying to come out. Don't want him out.
41 seconds left.
In the
Fourth
first
down,
period.
9 yards at the 35.
Just had Phil Prasinos come out.
Robichaud is deep.
On the punt. Big Joe back there. Punts up. It's a good punt. Going to go deep. And it gets a good roll for Xavier. Going to push Hand back to him.
Slipping and sliding out there.
Just inside the 25.
Punt is down to the 25
So Hand's got a long ways to go the way this period's gone. This does sort of remind me of another wet night, but it wasn't anywhere near as bad as this, but a wet night in North Haven several years ago where Hand won that game 2-0. It was a safety in about, I think it was the third period. Not at that time, the teams just kept trading field position, and it was a very damp, wet night there as well in North Haven. All right, Hand, nothing. Boy, that's tough. Right now, the defense, both defensive teams have been able to dig in pretty well. And like I said, it's hard because usually the advantage goes to the offense.
Garita carried the ball.
Now, if the defenders are digging in, though, and just to maintain their position, then they are going to be able to maybe push back once the offense line gets to them.
Garita sprinting off the field.
That is the end of the first quarter. There is no score.
Well, everybody, there's a fair turnout of personnel here for both the Hand Tigers and the Xavier Falcons. Of course, the cheerleaders that are down there for Xavier, they're from Mercy High School. Do a dynamite job. And all those young ladies are soaking wet as well. Hand cheerleaders are soaking wet. As you can well imagine. All right. Is that a new contraption down there for water?
Looks like it.
That's not what you were carrying around the other year, was it?
No.
Pushing back and forth and tipped over one time, I remember. Huh? Oh, Josh, it's a great life if you don't weaken. You know that? All right, getting ready to play this game again. Mark Massini going out. Sequest. Let's see, calling the shots out there on
Dylan Taylor's out there.
Bagnoli. Who is it?
Dylan Taylor.
Okay. The G-man, George Gerard.
Joey Robichaud at wide receiver.
All right, calling us signals. This is the bagman.
He's in shotgun.
He takes it. He's taking it up.
Bagnoli was the ball carrier.
There's the play all the way that way. It's going to be third down, and Hand's got a 10 to go.
Seems like we're going to see a lot of those plays this year where Magnoli just runs it.
Well, yeah, that's going to be part of it because he is, like we said, a running back. He's going to have some option capability. Of course, a game like today, you don't want to have too many hands on the ball.
10 yards at the 25-yard line.
Okay, Jake McGraw receiving this side. It's going to take a lot to get the ball out to his far side.
He runs
Bagnoli?
it again.
Bagnoli was the ball carrier.
Again, the long snap to the shotgun position was in the dirt. Again, very hard to do when you're trying to hike that.
Harwood.
Sidelines will be trying to keep the ball as dry as possible, but it's impossible tonight.
Fourth down.
All right,
9
so
yards.
Hand will be kicking the ball back again. Let's see if they can get a good kick.
Johnson in punt formation.
Again, trading of field positions. There was a good one from
First
Xavier.
down is deep.
Hand wasn't able to get any offense rolling that time, so they might gain a few yards, as long as for Xavier. A lone
In
setback.
the dirt again.
Oh,
Johnson,
oh my goodness.
Cut at the 15-yard
Oh.
line. Xavier will take over.
Brutal.
First and 10.
What we saw there, folks, was that the with the low snap,
That's a crucial play right
yes, the kicker, he bent down to get it, and his knee touched, and that's where the ball is down, right there. So, a real gift to Xavier. They're getting the ball on about the 14-yard line.
So this is where Hand's defense is really going to have to step up.
Absolutely has to stand up. It'd be good to get a turnover. This is a tough one. Ball is down.
Caton carried the ball.
Well, the ball was down on the ground, but the quarterback picked it up and made it like a quarterback
Tackle was
sneak.
made by Robichaud.
Joey Robichaud on the play with the tackle.
He got about a yard out of it, but that was it. But again, the quarterback missed on the handover.
1.
All right. Let's go, Tigers. Daniel Hand Tigers against the Falcons of Xavier in the Middletown's Palmer Field. Quick shot.
Flag on the play.
Yep, it's going to be against the offense.
There is a flag on the play.
Other than the flag,
The indication is illegal shift against Xavier.
other than the flag, it was a well-executed play, but it's going to come back 5 yards.
It's really going to hurt him.
Well, you know, you like seeing that because they'll keep the second down, but they'll be back another 4 or 5 yards from the original scrimmage, or 4 from the original scrimmage point, giving them back now 19 to catch up. Just saw Mikey Orts come in again.
Big Matt Pambino, number 79's in the game.
79's in, doing that nose job. Big Matt Pambino.
Second down at the 19-yard line.
3 down linemen, 5 deep.
Number 1.
Williams was the ball carrier.
Right, that was a misdirection play. Faked it into center of the line.
Hansen.
Went left with it, and Ryan Hansen was in there. They got about 3 of the yards back, so it's 3rd down and 11. All right. Vignoli goes back in. And Mike Conti over on this side, picking up a receiver.
Number 33.
Man in motion. Man picks it up in motion. Brought down.
What a defensive play.
Nicely done. That was a man in motion, and they passed it to him, or they handed it off to him. Play you don't see very often, but it is very effective usually. And it was starting to look that way for them. They gained 5 on it, maybe 6. It's 4th down. 4th down and about 5 yards to go.
4th down.
You can imagine they don't want to try kicking it because of the conditions, or they may not even have a kicker who can do it, Josh.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty windy to kick the ball out here. So they're going for it in their own territory.
They are going for it. They can't get a first down after this, but Hand comes up big. They're going for a pass, going deep, going far.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
There's a flag.
Flag on the play.
I didn't think he had room to get that out there, the way that was passed. It's coming back. Coming back. I think there was a hold. We saw the flag down on the near side here.
So 2 flags are really going to hurt Xavier right here in these couple of plays.
Oh, absolutely, Josh. Good note on that. I didn't see the signal on it, but it's usually from a hold. We'll see how far they bring it back. Nah, no touchdown. Yeah, it wasn't a hold either, so it must have been somebody in motion or. Yeah, it was down in this end there, Steve. All right, 4th down all over again, Josh. Referees are conferring down there. The flag is still on the field by the referee down here, so.
Illegal man downfield.
How about that? Illegal man downfield. Here comes the ball. So it's going to be 4th down and 11 and a fraction for the first down.
Indication was ineligible receiver downfield, negated the touchdown.
How about that?
4th down at the 15-yard line.
Okay, Hands defense looking. Oh, they got it, made it anyway.
Xavier, touchdown.
So Hand couldn't take advantage of the flags.
Could not take advantage of it. It was, again, a well-executed pass, but three-step drop. Hand was starting to get in on the face of the quarterback, but he kept his composure. Passed the ball. Ball was quick out into a post position off to the left-hand side, and well-executed play.
For the 15-yard touchdown.
Massini comes out. All right, now are they going to go for two or they're going to go for one?
I think they're going to kick it.
They're going to take a timeout. Yeah, it looks like they're getting ready to kick. We'll take the timeout also. All right, getting ready for the Falcons to kick the extra point after their touchdown.
Rush will hold. Benzillo will kick.
And it gets rid. There it is.
And it's good.
The kick is
Well,
good.
all right.
Xavier leads 7-0.
Xavier gets the first score of the season, and they did it very well, taking advantage of the miscue by Hand on their punt, and able to overcome a couple of what could have been devastating penalties on their part. They literally made a touchdown and then had that called back, and then
Made another one.
made another one. So anyway, here we are in this very tropical atmosphere.
I don't know what tropics you go to, Fred.
Well, you go to the tropics in the middle of a rainstorm or the hurricane, and you got it. Yeah, kind of.
This is good for the farm crops, right?
This is more like the Tropic of Cancer or something. I guess.
Good for the farm crops.
The farm crops. It's harvest time. All right, Hand's getting ready out here. Let's see who we have in the back.
Brendan Roberti, number 45.
Roberti and Taylor
Davis
are the
are
deep men.
Looks like Pat Moriarty out there on the left side.
All right. Let's take a look. Who else we got on here? Phil Prasinos down in front. Ball's deep. Caught. Picked up on the roll. Tiger. No, he's picked up. And should get the ball in around the 34-yard line.
That was a pretty decent run.
Not bad. Not a bad start. Let's see if Hand can get something rolling now. They got to behind 7-0 in the second period.
From his 34-yard
Overall, I think the Hand's defense has been pretty good.
Well, you've got to say it is, simply because when you give away field position of about 60 yards, there's not much you can do as a defensive player. So we've got Hand on offense now, getting ready to go. Bagnoli calls the shots out there, takes it from the gun. He's going to run it. Nothing much there, going up deep.
carries the ball.
Blocks aren't able to take hold right now to give him a little bit more running room. And they're kind of sitting on that out there is what Xavier looks like. Remember, Xavier is a double L school, so they've got a lot of athletes to call together.
2nd and 9.
John Moulton comes out. He was in there. Guys are really stepping a little more carefully on occasion down there. Do a job on this field tonight. I formation.
He's gonna
Rolls out. He's got some
run
help.
with
They
it.
got some blockers for him. That's what he's there for. Bagnoli
Slips up on the
gets himself forward, and he's, depending on where they spot it, gonna be close to a first down. It looks like he got a, they are giving it to him, I think. Winding the clock anyway. Nope, it's not. It's 3rd down and about 1. That was a nice play when you had the I formation, quarterback, keeper, and the 2 backs go out and give him some blocking power.
Get it 8 yards, 3rd and 1.
My man Josh Garritta in there. Ball goes this time. Should be a first down.
Dylan Taylor on the run.
Dylan goes out, does a nice job getting the first down. That was tough, going right straight ahead on that. Johnny Moulton gets up off the bottom of the pile along with Seacrest.
Karita carried the ball. It is a hand first down. First and 10 for hand from its 46-yard line.
All right. Okay, I formation again. Tight end to the left. Ball was down.
Bobbles it around.
Now he
Dagnoli picked up his own fumble.
maybe tried to pull out a little bit early, but you know, you're trying to get that one extra step on somebody. These conditions, it's tough. Second down and 10 and a half, wouldn't you say?
Probably, yeah.
Loss of 1. Second and 11 from him.
Kev Martin comes out. Yeah, we also had Pat Moriarty coming out of there. In motion is Crisco.
He's going to run with it again.
Dagnoli, 5 yards.
Tackle was made by Kistner.
All right. Jared Johnson was the man in motion that time. 5'9", 185-pound senior. He comes out, take a break.
Jimmy Dye out of the game.
Jimmy Dye. All right.
Gain of 4 yards.
Robichaux and
36.
McGraw far side. Tight end, far side.
Far side, Joey Robichaux.
Ovis. Oh man, the ball's down again. Whew.
Dagnoli carried the ball.
Lose about 1. Again, miscue. Fourth down, Hand will have to punt it away, try to gain some field position, get that working for him. Okay.
Fourth down, 8 yards from Hand's 48-yard line. This is Johnson in punt formation. Zupon is deep.
Long
Bobbles
snap.
it again.
Short punt. Squibs down to about the 30.
And it's touchdown.
However, all right, that's not terrible. Considering, again, it was a low snap into the mud, he had to pick it up and take a couple steps. The rush was on, so he had to do something about that. And he got it out. Brendan Magani.
Michael Conti, number 33, into the game.
All right. All right, on defense again, go the Tigers with 3 minutes and 20 seconds. His first half of play.
First and 10.
Xavier is 7, Hand 0.
From its 31-yard line.
Always a tough contest between these two teams. Through the years, there's been a lot of exchanges. Yeah,
Hands off. And he slips.
there we go. It was one of the
Allen
losses.
was the ball carrier.
Nice job. A little bit of a loss. Let me second down and 11.
Tackle was made by Moulton.
Okay, Phil Prasinos coming in.
Number 68.
68, big John Molten Lava out there. Defensive
Loss
end
of
on
2
this
yards,
side.
Second and 12 at the 29.
Big John's had a lot of good experience last year. We saw him really come on strong. I think near the end of the year. Doing a good job, did John Moulton. Pass, ball is down, slips. Again, goes out the back of his hand. Too bad it didn't do that on the touchdown pass.
The weather's really affecting how the game is played
Oh,
tonight.
no question. Yeah, that's
Capen recovered his fumble.
all right. That pushes him back. It's going to be third down. And about 18. 16. Give it 16. And keep pushing them back. Hopefully, then they might be able to come up with a better field position, give them some momentum with under just that 2-minute mark of this first half of play. All right, back to about the original line of scrimmage, I think. Not a bad little run under the conditions.
Hand takes timeout.
All right, it's going to be fourth down, minute 43 seconds showing. We'll go to timeout as well. Man Robichaux in back, right, Josh?
Yes, it is.
Lone back for the ball. One-on-one pickups on the line. Don't want the gunners to get down too fast. Good height.
Almost blocked.
Almost blocked. Nice job. Robichaux caught it on the 40. Took his time to see what was happening. He was well covered, so he just went straight forward to get as much as he could. Get about 5. So Hand takes over in the 45, their own 45, with a minute 35 showing on the board. Well, you would think so. You would think the ball would maybe take the air a little bit, but Hand crew is still trying to figure it out a little bit.
From its 35-yard line.
Okay. Bagnoli over center. That's Gerard, the G-man, getting ready. He's a good-sized kid. Oh, Bagnoli slips a little bit.
Oh, and he gets through.
Oh, he broke through that.
He's
I
still
don't know.
running.
He's working it through. He takes a...
What a play by Michael Magnoli.
Down at the 20-yard line. How he broke through and slipped through, I don't know. We have to call that the submarine play, I think. Wow. He got out there. He just couldn't get enough of an angle on that last... That's it. Just couldn't quite get enough of an angle on the safety back there, who was playing him very well.
And I think that's going to switch the momentum here.
Well, we had 1 minute and 18 seconds worth of momentum to switch, so let's see if Hand can take advantage of it. From the gun. Calling the signals is Mikey. Tight ends on the left. Wide receivers to the left. He picks it again. He's going to run. Does he have some blockers?
Ooh.
Oh, just missed. All right. He gets about 6 on the carry, though. So it's under a minute to play, 49 seconds and counting. And timeout. Hand takes the timeout. They lost about 10 seconds. Oh, my goodness. They lost several seconds on that. Should reset the... They should reset the... Oh, they're still running.
Hand takes timeout.
He called that at about 43 seconds. Hand lost about 10 seconds on that. They should reset it.
7 yards. 2nd and 3 up to 13.
That's a robbery of about 10 seconds, one whole play worth if they don't reset the clock. Although they may be resetting it on the field. He's wearing an official referee thing down there, so. They may be keeping it on the field. Let's hope so. Hand took that timeout.
To save the clock.
No, absolutely. You're this far down. You know, 2nd down and about 3 for a first down. That rain is pounding. It is pounding. All right, ready to go. Hopefully at least 34 seconds and maybe over 40, depending on where the clock is being kept. Bagnoli from the gun position calls the signals.
He runs it again.
Takes it to the right. He goes in. He should have a first
fumble on
ball.
the play. It was a fumble, but I'm pretty sure he was down.
Well, again, if his knee is down, then it's not. So they're waving it off. They're waving first down. Okay.
First down.
So with 19 seconds anyway showing, Hand's got the first down. As soon as they blow it into motion, Hand wants to be able to take that ball, try to get 2 plays if they can.
First down, goal to go at the 9-yard line.
9-yard line. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. Oh, man alive. Woo. They down the ball to stop the clock and get themselves a little opportunity, but
the ball.
boys,
Last time we were here at this field, you weren't here, Ken was here, and we almost lost that game. That was 2 years ago. That was like the
I remember hearing about that.
down in the half, and we came back. We won it like by 5 points. It was incredible.
All right, Tigers, you've got opportunity for 1 play.
And a very big play.
God, they should have plenty of time to have gotten that and get up on the
Second
line.
down, goal to go at the 9-yard line.
Hands ready. They got splits to the left, splits to the right, shotgun.
Oh! Bounces right in front of the receiver.
Well, he was to draw him in. The receivers filtered out through the line. Bagnoli was drawing everybody towards him as he ran to the left. Just couldn't get a good grip on the ball. Looked like he was trying to hit Jared Johnson, though. There's about 5 seconds left. Second down. Goal to go. See what Ann can do. Gerard hikes. Bagnoli's got the call. He's got it. And this time he's rolling left. He passes. Oh, and it's wide.
Pass is incomplete.
Incomplete pass. 1 second,
1 second left. Yeah, we don't.
Goal to go.
The field clock that we can see from here says 1 second. We don't know if that's official or not. Only because we saw them lose 10 seconds from a call. So, ready to pull it and play. It's 4th down. Just missed that one on the pass to wide.
Michael Conti and Joe Robichaud as receivers on the play.
Okay. Bagnoli. Coming up to Gerard to get it to him. He does.
Pass is incomplete. Halftime score.
All right. As we go to halftime, the Falcons have 7 points. The Tigers have 0. Starting the second half of this outstanding game between Daniel Hand Tigers and the Falcons of Xavier High School, Middletown. We are, as we said earlier, at Palmer Field, soon to be called Palmer Lake. I think we've had about 1.5 inches worth of rain since we've been here, and it's coming down. As we said earlier, the Coast Guard is setting out buoys and channel markers. This is a no-wake area, everyone. Hand will be receiving the ball. They are behind 7-0. It was just trading a field position during the first half there, Josh. And why don't you tell us about the little miscue that put Hand in a bad situation?
Well, they had 2 flags, and they couldn't make up for the 2 mistakes by Xavier.
Xavier was able to pick up a very good field position on the Hand 15 after a miscue from a punt that did not happen, and they were able to take it in a few plays later. As you said, they dodged a couple bullets of from penalties they created, and still scored. That's the only score of the game, 7-0. A pass play. All right, getting ready to kick the ball, Xavier. Everybody's ready. They kick, goes deep. It's Robichaud, is it? No, it's not. Nice cut, nice pick. Keeping with it.
That's Dylan Taylor.
Hey, Dylan.
Wait,
Davis returned the kickoff.
Holy mackerel, what a great run back by Mikey Davis. He broke through one tackler and kept on going.
First and 10 for Hand.
So Hand has field position right at the 50-yard line. Right down in front of us. There's a good crowd here tonight, folks. Was quite a rain, as we said, coming down, but it's a very good turnout as far as Xavier and Hand goes. All right, Hand, Bagnoli, the bagman, he's getting it from the gun. Hands off quickly on a dive.
to
That's
Dylan Taylor.
right?
Yep.
There we go, number 21, carrying old Tommy Lee's old number.
Taylor was the ball carrier. Tackle was made.
Not quite one off of that. All right, start catching those numbers, Josh, of the down linemen. See who we have out there. Mike Mezzanotte, Jimmy Mezzanotte is
Second and 9.
doing the tight end.
George Gerard at center.
George, you keep moving that umbrella on me. My papers are getting wet. All right, again, from the gun. Hand's trying to come up with a way to get a score. Again, a quick dive by Taylor. He's got a first down.
Taylor was the ball carrier. Tackle
Nice
was
job
made
up
by
off
Williams.
the right side of the center. He did a nice job. They opened up a little bit of a hole. He's able to take advantage of it.
It is a Hand first down.
So Hand now will be putting it in play from about the 39. Not much wind at all tonight. Rain's coming pretty much straight down, but it's a deluge.
For Hand at Xavier's 38-yard line.
Joey Robichaud out there as a wide receiver.
Okay. The G-man hikes the gun. Fake that time, but nothing to it that time. It was a fake to the fullback, and Bagnoli wasn't able to take it in there.
Tackle was made by Fowler.
Okay. Now it's going to be second down and 11 up the 40-yard line, just across the 40.
Loss of 2 yards, second and 12.
All right. Mark Massini in.
Mike McNolly in shotgun.
Oh, jeez. Long pitch. Whoa. Holy mackerel.
To Joey Robichaud.
That was a long pitch over to Joe Robichaud on far side, but the defense was right in on top of Bagnoli and was able to get at least a positive yard and a half out of that, so it's third and about 9. Moulton comes out. All right. Keep swapping the balls in and out, trying to keep them dry.
Third and 9 at the 37-yard line.
All right, let's go, Hand. Hand needs to get a first down if at all possible. They need to move it forward. I formation.
Almost slips
Jeez.
and he fumbles it.
Bagnoli recovered his
Cannot
own
hold on to
fumble.
the ball. He was rolling out here to the right-hand side. Again, he had the I formation backs in front of him to give him a little bit of help. Just not able to hold on to the ball. Fourth down and about 14 yards for the first down. So they'll be punting. The punt will get off just about the 48, 49-yard line of the Tigers. And there'll be pressure on, I'm sure. Again, a low punt. I mean, a low hike. Got to get on it in case he drops it, which he does.
Fumble recovery on the play.
No control. Maybe Hand will control it. Looks like Hand's got it.
And they do.
You could tell the receiver slipped on his way just to move it a step or two. It was just enough so he couldn't get a good handle on the ball. And Hand was right there. The gunners were right down on top of it. So Hand recovers the ball on the 10-yard line. So it'll be first and goal from just inside the 10.
First and goal.
Call it 9.5.
At the 9-yard line.
So that was a little bit of good fortune for the Tigers. Now let's see if they can take advantage of it. They've got to be able to get the equivalent of a first down. See if they can do that. Bagdoley's the lone back. You'll get it from the shotgun. Again, you can see the water just standing there.
He
slips trying to make a cut. You get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe just a slight more, maybe not.
Tackle was made by Calamari.
Mike Conti, number 33, coming into the game.
Okay. As Zanatti comes out, Moulton comes out. But the Tigers, you can just see the water standing down in that area down there.
Okay, second and goal at the 9.
Mikey Ortson and Mark Massini. Gerard, that's the right-hand side, plus the center. Oh, movement by Hand.
Oh.
Flags before the snap.
It's going to be 5 yards.
And that's a big mistake down there in the red zone.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
Penalized 5 yards.
Guy Turcio's in. He's the left guard. So now it's 2nd and 15. And Hand this year, very, very young team. Relatively little amount of varsity experience. There is some varsity experience, but
Joey Robichaud.
he makes back about 3 or 4 maybe. Again, it was he was split wide, and they just fed it over to him. He went in, but the defensive player just broke down and made Big Joe make the move. J.J. Johnson just came out.
Third and goal at the 13-yard line.
Now, last year, Hand had a good kicker, Andy Davis, and this year, so he was a senior. This year, the kicking has got to be experimental as far as Hand goes.
I heard that Joey Robichaud is a pretty good kicker for this year.
You know, he's been working on it.
Tipped. Oh.
Tip. Going to be fourth and about 11, 12 yards. See how the Tigers, if they get this one last shot, see if they can get it. And JJ goes back in, as does Mike Conti. Just can't get a good grip on that ball. And as we said earlier, it goes both ways, but that's why the one touchdown to beginning is
so important.
Crucial, absolutely. We got one receiver far side, 3 on the right-hand side, 1 back. Picks up a block.
Almost, he gets it off.
Gets it off.
Touched it.
No good.
Oh.
Waving it off.
Is incomplete.
I think on replay that would show that it was incomplete. Right at the goal line, it wouldn't have been a touchdown.
Xavier takes over on downs, 1st and 10.
So Xavier is able to hold off the Tiger push that time. So they'll be effectively picking the ball up from right where basically they would have had it if they had just received the punt and dropped it there. Nice tackle.
Joey Robichaud with the tackle.
Nice job. Got about 4.5, 5 out of that. Give him a little more breathing room down there.
Tackle was made by Robichaud.
Come on. Are you afraid of me, Josh? Keep moving away with the umbrella.
No comment.
I think he's trying to get me to have a cold, so
5 yards, second and 5.
ruin my vocal cords.
15-yard line.
All right. Second down and 6. Again, right up center, taken down.
Another big tackle by Joey Robichaud.
It is a Xavier first down.
All right. Fans were yelling about something there. I didn't see it. Did you, Josh?
I think it was a cheap shot after the play was over.
Must have been. Okay, Tigers on defense, and the Falcons just got a first down. They'll be going from around the 25. Ball was down again.
Possible
and
fumble.
looks like they got it. Yes.
Hands ball.
Good awareness. Good field awareness down there by the Tigers. The ball can go down and out of the hands every single play in a night like tonight. He was stuck real well. The running back was stuck real well by first Tiger hitting him low, and the ball just with momentum went out. Now Hand has to get some offensive momentum going. There's got to be something come up that the coaches can find to work, I would think. Robichaud goes back in, and he is absolutely soaked. As is everybody that's out there, really. I mean, they're probably wearing about 10 extra pounds of mud.
First and 10 for Hand.
Okay, over center. Robichaud takes it, rolls.
Oh! Intercepted. He took off his helmet. That should be a flag.
Should be.
Zach Early's pass was intercepted by Calamari.
Just cannot get a good handle on that ball. I mean, if nothing, it's a hard situation to be in, Josh, when, you can't have just one man carry the ball all the time, but you can't pass it off either or hand it off because there's just no control of it. So that interception just went for about 70 yards.
Momentum switch after momentum switch.
No question about it. Hand had just taken over a fumble. Now they got to look for another opportunity to maybe take one back. Turnovers galore.
Flag on the play.
Allen was the ball carrier.
There's going to be a block from behind, I believe. Hand play is down, too.
Looks like it's a cramp.
Looks like a cramp. We'll see what that flag is, but it came from the area. Normally it's going to be a block from behind.
Joey Robichaud.
He stays in. He did get it. He did have that cramp a bit, but he's staying in, playing it tough. And it was a block from behind. So that pushes him back 10 yards.
Xavier is penalized 15 yards for an illegal block.
All right. Now that was a little bit of a help for the Tigers. It's going to be first down and about 25. From about the 25. Timeout, Xavier.
Xavier takes timeout.
All right. Ready to go. First down and about 25.
First and 20.
Xavier's
from the
threatening the
25.
Tigers. Looking pass, goes deep.
Oh, almost an interception.
It was close.
Caden's pass was intended.
Who was that masked
for
man?
Holly.
Number 3.
There we go. All right. Eric Curtis.
Curtis defended.
He was defending well on that, and he had position over the receiver. Just a little bit out. It was a good pass, though. I mean, it was a pretty well thrown pass, so that the Xavier quarterback had a good handle on it that time. And he gets over center. They've got everybody split wide to the left here. Tight end is to the right, though. And he's looking to go deep on it. No good.
Incomplete pass.
Was intended for Hickey.
Okay, it's still going to be third down and about the 25-yard distance. So let's see if Han can hold them a little bit more. I mean, it's definitely 4-down territory anyway there, Josh.
This game's definitely in reach for them still.
Definitely is. All right. 2 receivers left, right, one to the left. Going deep, he's got a man. No
Oh, the hit made it go incomplete.
good. Well, I think it was already out of his hand, Josh. I don't think he was able to hold on to it.
Fourth down,
True.
20 yards at the 25.
So here we are again, gang. 4th down, 20 yards.
Looks like they might go for it.
Well, I would certainly think they would go for it. I mean, they're not going to try kicking it, I wouldn't think, from here. And they're not going to punt it from there. Goes in the end zone, and you wouldn't gain a whole lot for it. They're about 10 yards maximum. And the way things are right now, you might as well go for it because you're able, on defenders, are able to do a pretty good job. And Hand hasn't been able to mount a whole lot of offense either, Josh.
Very true.
Looking, going deep, going for all the marbles. No good. There we go. So Hand gets it on downs.
Hand takes over on down.
Huh?
That started at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, so they did a good job there.
Well, they did a good job, and the penalty, of course, is what brought him back. So that Hand is going to have the 25-yard line to start with. As Molten Lava goes in there. See if he can dry up the field with some steam right here. Let's see what that young man can do. All right. Wiping the raindrops off our roster here. Okay. Bagnoli. Got an I formation. Oh,
Dylan
nothing.
Taylor.
He made the tackle.
Man,
Made the tackle. The guy made the tackle.
wow. Well, a loss of about 2 feet on the play, 1 foot maybe even. But in other words, it didn't go anywhere. Just
The ball carrier.
offensive line just not able to get going. What you're having is the defensive line just digging in, and therefore you're going to have a hard time moving them. They don't have to react. You just have your outside men to cut down anything going wide,
Second and 11.
and the down defensemen are able to just dig in and hold their ground. Little filling by the linebackers, of course.
The rain settled down for a while, but is beginning to pick up.
Everything's relative.
Big stop again by the Xavier defense.
Another big stop. Yeah, Hand
Bagnoli
just
carried the ball. Tackle was made by Bauer.
wow. Yeah, it's it is really coming down again. Oh, and the standing water is just amazing. Yeah, I don't know if the camera can even show. I'm sure you can see the shine of the water
11 yards.
in the camera lens that everybody at home is sitting cozy at home and Monday night and Wednesday night. But you can just watch the way everybody's kind of gingerly walking around when they're coming on and off the field. And get an idea of what it's like out there. All right. Jeez, every time he comes back.
Oh, gets away from a sack.
Bagnoli carried
But
the ball.
every time you come out of there, it just ends up being slipping and sliding and not able to get any traction. So it's 4th down and 10. And going to have to kick the ball. I mean, they want to get down here because, again, that ball's going to be available with for more turnovers.
Gain of a yard, 4th and 25.
All right, let's see what we can do. JJ on the punt. Oh, and it gets blocked partially, maybe. If it did get blocked, you want to touch it because it'd be a live ball. Guess it didn't. He just barely got away to about the 42-yard line. Again, the long snapping is a chore tonight as well. So a minute 31 seconds showing on this third period of play. Xavier 7, Tigers 0. Josh keeps pulling the umbrella away. He's trying to monopolize the umbrella. What kind of a buddy is that? All right, first.
A dry buddy.
A dry buddy, yeah. That's all right. The heck with you, Josh. Little rain never hurt me. Not until I get pneumonia one time, I guess. All right, it's going to be 2nd and 6. About 4 yards off that to the Xavier crew. There's somewhat of a white jersey in there for hand. I have to pick up that number. I don't know why we have a white jersey in there. Let's see, Xavier, they're going to take it right up off guard. They drive forward and brings them down. At least they are getting some offensive movement up front there. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 3, maybe 4, so they're getting some activity. Was that 68? Phil Prasanos.
And number 45, Brendan Roberti.
Brendan Roberti, yeah. All right, it's 3rd down and about a short 4, maybe a long 3. Normally it'd be a passing down, but they're going to look to get some on the ground.
Oh, and he gets away.
Allen carried the ball.
A 1st down. Mark Massini on the takedown, but couldn't quite wrap him up. The running back kept his legs going.
It is a Xavier 1st down.
So it's going to be end of the third quarter. Going to be changing ends of the field. Check my job description first.
Yeah, I know. I added it this year for umbrella holder. Yeah.
Oh, is that in the invisible ink on the contract?
It was, yes. You didn't read that contract I said?
I read it, but that wasn't in it.
You said something about you buying me dinner every night, so I couldn't remember quite how about that goes, but something about that.
I didn't hear what you just said, Steve. That's okay.
Right.
All right, everybody. 1st and 10 from the 25. Xavier with the ball. They are able to get a little bit of momentum going. They do have a few more players left from last year than Hand was able to do. So they're young, but not as young as Hand. And, of course, it's a double L team. Quarterback does get a handoff, and it's thrown for a loss. Nice job out there by Ryan Hansen, and big John Molten Lava rolling in on him. Ryan the handsome Hansen. But then again, all the Hansens are handsome. Of course, Lisa isn't. She's beautiful. She's a very pretty lady. Huh? But I've known her since she was a kid, too, you know. All right.
Second and
I didn't
11.
babysit, no. My son babysat the kids, though. All right, Xavier. Second down, 11 yards to go for the first down.
Mike Conti in on the play.
About the 26. Move back, looking wide, ball's down. Quarterback dropped the ball. Again, rolled back, moved his arm back, ball slipped right out. So it's a loss of about, again, a half a yard or so. Well, he got a very favorable spot. The ball was down on the ground and where the quarterback touched it with his hands and was down. That's where it should have stopped, but it kind of rolled forward a little bit. Well, what's a couple of feet among friends anyway, Josh, huh?
Loss of the yard, third and 12.
Third down, 12 yards to go for the first down from about the 27.
The wind's starting to pick up.
Yeah, that is. Not moving the flag at all, but you can feel it up here. Going wide, looking left. He brings it down. Oh, and he breaks a couple tackles. Oh, and
Mason carries the ball.
And player loses his helmet. That was JJ. So fourth down, 8 yards for the first. I believe they'll go back and try to pass the ball again. It'll be probably a quarterback auction, Josh. What do you think? Quarterback's a pretty good-sized kid. Matter of fact, 185, 6'1". Ryan Caton is what his name is. That's the quarterback.
If Hand makes a stop here, they really got to get their offense to score a touchdown.
They really, it's been hard. Hand just has not been able to get any offense going. Part of it's the newness of all the offense. And wide, down.
Slips down.
So Hand will take over in the 20. He just can't get any traction. Oh my goodness. A little bit of a victory there for Hand defense.
This is going to be a big drive for
Remember, Xavier had gotten the ball on that. They gotten the ball on that intercepted play and brought it down there, way down. Hand brought it up, did a punt, and it was a very short punt. So they had, again, good field position, and then the Hand able to slow him down.
Dylan Taylor in on the play.
Should be offsides.
On Xavier.
On Xavier, yeah. He moved on the set. When the quarterback went set, and some of the defenders went forward.
This is where Hand hasn't been able to take advantage on the flags and on lots of the fumbles.
Have not, you're right. Good observation there, Josh Matty. Talent and training, as Steve called you.
TIT.
Very, very talented young man here. Man of many, many talents. I understand you're a pretty good bagger at Stop and Shop, too. Is that right?
Well, I just got transferred to produce a few months ago. So.
Oh, well, hey, in produce. You don't have anything to do with the spinach, do you?
I hope not. I think that's a little bit higher up.
Maybe we send a tip to the FDA. Check out Josh Matty's spinach. I only go organic nowadays anyway, so.
No gain.
All right. No gain for Tigers. Second down, 5 yards, which is the gratis that the Hand got from having the 5-yard penalty against Xavier. So second down. Hand needs to get some offense from the gun. Hike. Bagnoli takes a good, got a little bit out of it. Going to be third and about 5.
Bagnoli carried the ball.
Now you got to leave even a little bit more than that. How about that? Third down, 3.5 to 4 yards. And coming in, of course, again is Mike Connie.
And 3.
Yeah, and Mike Connie comes out again. Guess that was, he needs some exercise or something.
Mike Conti had a pretty good scrimmages a couple before the season.
Really?
a lot of interceptions and touchdown returns.
Very cool. He's a junior, so he'll be back next year getting some good experience. Moulton just came out. Oh, my God.
Slips on the turf.
Oh, jeez.
Bagley was the ball carrier, tripped up by Hickey.
The weather's really deciding everything tonight.
Oh, it absolutely is. It's about as tough a condition as you're gonna get. I mean, frozen tundra of Green Bay wouldn't be any worse.
Loss of 3 yards.
You just can't get any traction going down there. And again, you're trying to make things happen. Just the first time you've had real game conditions outside of scrimmages for all these young men playing together. All new crew, everything. So from the punt will be coming from about the 15. And it's a nice one. He gets away a beauty, calls for a fair catch, gets away from it, rolls down to about the 32, 33. Nicely done punt.
Very good field position.
Matter of fact, that's going to get it about a 18, 20, 30. It's about a 50-yard punt. Very, very nicely done. Again, as you said, the wind is picking up substantially.
And the rain.
And the rain is keeping pace. Doesn't want to be outdone by the wind. Anyway, the faithful here, there's very few people have left, considering the conditions, but all the umbrellas are here, and I see members of the swimming team getting ready to do some yeah, they came here to the Palmer Lake.
Newly formed Palmer Lake.
Newly formed, yes, and
runs to the outside.
Boom.
Carried the ball.
Keeper by the quarterback. And he did. He brought it all the way wide. He got a little bit out of that. He's able to kind of move it in about 3 yards. But again, as opposed to trying to get rid of the ball, he had, again, brought his backs out to block for him. What do we have for time up there, Josh?
6:19.
6:19 and counting. Fourth period of play. Xavier 7, Tigers 0. All right. Second down and about 7. Back in motion. Quarterback takes a dive up right tackle. It's going to be first down.
Hickey carried the ball.
Boy, you try to wrap hard, and it's very hard to get a good one down there for him. So first down for Xavier on about the 45-yard line.
First and 10 for Xavier.
Get it up a little bit. There you go. All right. Better days are coming, guys. Better days are coming. Woo.
Can't be much worse.
I tell you. Well, there'd probably be about 3 feet of snow if it was all snow, so got to think of the bright side of things. Nice.
Allen carried the ball.
Well, Hand needs to do a turnover. Everybody was hoping there was going to be a turnover right then. Hand needs to make one happen. If they can at all do that.
We're down to 4:56.
No game.
Is there any way to speed that clock up? Because I don't think much difference is going to happen. But oh my goodness. Well, this is one to remember. Oh, it's somebody's got a fire hose up there. Xavier, second down and 10. Again, going up the center. Hit. Almost breaks away again. Holy mackerel. Hold on. Gotta loop your hands right inside the belt, I think, you know. Thursday night is the game? Ah, okay. And that's going to be at the Surf Club.
Kent Sprague will be there.
Kent Sprague will be doing the chores.
Josh Matty.
Gain of 3 yards, third and 7. That's a 49
Unless he gets a better office from NBC or CBS or somebody. Josh, maybe there. 3rd down and 7. Xavier, under 4 minutes now.
3rd down.
Take it, go to the left, the handoff. And the handoff was a good one. Not quite for the 1st down. Going to be 4th and 1, I think.
It's going to be very close.
Looked like they'd be able to pick it up very, very well and keep them from getting that 1st down. I didn't see who that was. I think the takedown might have been, is it Mikey Lagrigier?
Orts into the game.
Langrigier? 4th down, and they, of course, are going to go for it. They're changing personnel around. It's strange.
1 yard.
Oh, they say they're going to punt it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a fake. Watch out for a short.
Lots of confusion out on the field.
Well, yeah, a little bit too much. Hand was a little too close to the ball is what the spotter was saying up here. You can see 2 of the hand players were right up on top of the ball, and they might have been encroached. And then if they had gotten the penalty call, it would have been an automatic 1st down.
Mike Orts is coming out of the game.
Yeah.
Same with Matt Pambino.
Matt Pam, you still running? Yeah, Matt Pambino, I'm really impressed with him. He's looking real good. He's a very big man, but he moves very well for his size. He's a junior, so we're going to get some good experience this year, and may speak well for next year. Like I said, I do like the way Mike's moving. Orts has been doing a good job. Of course, Mark Massini knew he would be coming on. Seacrest has done a good job.
We're getting down to crunch time.
2 minutes, 46 seconds. And they are going to go for it.
4th and inches.
Yeah, see, they were trying to draw a hand off is what they were trying to do. Okay. They got it.
Fumble possibly.
No, I think he got it.
Then it might still.
Well, he's got his foot down. It should not be a 1st down. Where he's got his foot is just on the chalk. And I think there's going to be enough daylight between the ball and the stick.
If Hand gets it back, that's going to be pretty good field position to start with.
Well, it'd be nice, but Hand's got to be able to move it.
Which they haven't been able to.
One thing about the position, there's not as much activity has been there as other parts of the field, so you might be able to get a little better traction. Although all over the field now.
Hand gets it back. Hand really needs to take advantage of that late in the game.
Oh, they really do. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. They don't have a lot of time to do it. And it's been just a chore just to get control of the ball. I mean, Xavier, even as experienced as they have been and everything, and this is their home field, they know the field well.
Fans really starting to get into it.
From the gun, rolling right, looking,
Passes
gets the
it.
pass off.
Incomplete pass.
Knocked down by Hand.
Very close to an interception.
Who is the receiver out there? Because he turned into a defensive back. Was that? Yeah, that was your boy, Mike Conte, as you were saying. He was the target of the pass, but the pass was to his left. He had to turn into a defensive back. Jimmy D in there. Again, from the From the gun. Hike is low. No,
Passes
he goes,
it.
passes deep again. Got his man.
Oh!
Oh, Lord. See, I mean, you just can't get a grip on that pigskin. Talk about a greased pig. That's what the thing is like out there. That was Jake McGraw doing the old college try on that puppy. Or pigskin, whatever you want to call it.
10 yards from the 45.
2:25.
2:25. Not, I mean, those two plays didn't take much time off the clock, Josh.
Really gives the advantage to Hand. Jimmy Dye at wide receiver. He's still going.
You get about 5 out of it. It's going to be 4th down and 5, so from the 50. So they'll punt it.
Clock's still running.
Gain of 5, first down.
There's
5 yards at the 50-yard line.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
Sure does, and why not, I guess, you know. I mean, it's not going to do you any good to punt it because you'd have to hope for a turnover then, but
It's worth the shot. He's still going.
he might, oh, man. Depending on the spot, he might have it. It was a quarterback draw.
It's going to be very close.
Basically call that a quarterback draw, and it's very close depending on the spot. Oh, it might have it. He might have it.
Official time.
The nose of the ball is on the chalk, and it looks like the
They're going to
stick
check it.
doesn't quite make to the chalk.
Here comes the change.
Well, I think Hand's going to get it, to be honest with you. I'm thinking positive. I'm shortening the chains from up here, and I'm lengthening the pigskin. Yes!
Hand first down.
Yes, it worked. It worked. There's a little bit of Eastern spirituality there. Oh, can we say things like that? On, all right. All right.
A lot
First and 10, and do it again.
of confusion out there again. Flag on the play.
Magnoli was the ball carrier. There is a flag on the play.
Somebody might have left early. Shall we see? Shall we dance? Yeah, motion.
The
Yep.
indication is illegal procedure against Hand.
Flags against Hand.
Yeah, that's 5 backwards. Five backwards. Excuse me.
Hand is penalized 5 yards for illegal procedure. First down, 15 yards from the 50-yard line.
Rain's starting to slow down again.
I think you're wishfully thinking that, Josh. You're just getting immune to it all. From the gun. First and 15. Releases it. Too high.
Ooh.
Splish splash.
Pass
Michael Conti, the possible receiver.
for Conti.
Yes.
50 seconds left in the game.
50 seconds.
Second down, 15 yards at the 50-yard line.
Mezzanotte goes in. Tight end. Flankers are all out to the right side. I formation, I predict roll out with the two backs as blockers. Oh, jeez.
Get rid of it. Ah. Can't get a good grip on it to throw it to the
I
receivers.
just can't do it.
Magnolia's pass was intended.
Just can't do it.
for
40
Garrett.
seconds remaining. Third down. 15 yards. That was an interesting play. The way it came out, it looked like Bagnoli was going to be tackled down
Third down, 15
in the
yards
backfield,
from
but
the
he
50-yard
squiggled
line.
away again. I see players on both sides able to, just because you can't get a good enough grip on them. So here we are with 40 seconds showing. Third down, Tigers. Whoop, left early, I thought.
Incomplete on the patch.
I thought a hand player left early.
Magnolia's pass
Canadian
was
football
intended.
rules, maybe.
Fourth day. Fourth down, 15 yards at the 50-yard line.
All right, 33 seconds. Probably the last opportunity for hand unless they have a positive play of 15 yards or better.
Hand just not able to make the plays tonight.
Not able again, but you know, they're playing again a very, very, very well done team. Defending double L champions of the state. They have a lot to play for too. And hand is all but for one play.
And you know what, Frank? That touchdown wasn't like they were powerhouses.
No,
either, so
no, it really wasn't. I mean,
big touchdown, it was a turnover.
yeah, it.
7-0 is nothing.
Magnolia's
Nothing
pass was
to.
intended.
No, you can take, the hand team can take away a lot from this game. They can take a lot of positiveness away from it. They play one of the better, larger teams in the state. Terrible conditions, away game. So a lot of things that they can take away from this.
I think, Frank, that even we lost by less points than we did this year than last year, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure myself.
We lost to Xavier last year, you know.
Okay. All right. Xavier's just going to take a knee. Yeah,
Payton carried the ball.
I don't think anybody will want to take a timeout. Somebody does take a timeout, though. Hand's going to play it to the bitter end, I guess. You know.
And takes timeout.
You know, I mean, that's almost part of just the basics of the book, I guess. You do that, but there's nothing going to happen. I mean, they just have to go back and take another knee. And anyway, yeah, I think the Tiger team can feel reasonably good about this, Josh.
They played well.
Well, they played as well as you might be able to expect under the conditions. You know, I mean, it's not what you call a sterling game, of course, but it worked both ways. And
Really hard to keep your hands on the ball in this weather. So.
well, and keep your footing, make the cut you want to make it when you think you can make it or when you'd like to make it, and you know, all those sort of things. So
Payton was the ball carrier.
down to 13 seconds against stop.
And takes timeout.
Another timeout just for the hell of it, Frank.
Just for the heck of it.
Roll more, Phil.
Just the heck of it. Sell a little bit more Vicks Vapor because of it.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my goodness. Well, first game of the season. We start the 2006 campaign. Next week is at home on Thursday night, I'm told.
Derby, yeah, because of the Jewish holiday Saturday.
Derby at home should be.
And then the following week, you will be back, Kent will be back. Like
Yep,
full
we have
field,
a full
home Cheshire.
home Cheshire. Should be a good game. Always is against those those guys. The Cheshire Rams.
Strong field, that's the
All right, 7 seconds and
Payton carried the
counting.
ball.
I don't think there are any timeouts left for hand. So it goes in the record books. A 7-0 loss to Xavier. Daniel Hand Tigers lose opening round of this year's campaign. 7-0 to Xavier.
Good night.